Welcome to this channel. Mau belajar bahasa Indonesia atau bahasa Inggris dengan cara yang seru, santai, dan mudah dipahami? You're in the right place. Belajar kosakata dan ekspresi sehari-hari. Learn daily vocabulary and expressions. Dengarkan contoh situasi nyata. Listen to real-life examples. Subscribe sekarang and nyalakan notifikasi. Let's learn together and have fun.
Welcome to the Deep Dive, brought to you today, right here on Motikar channel. Today we're taking a really practical and I think a fascinating plunge into how you can genuinely connect with a new language and culture.
Yeah.
We're focusing on Indonesian today, using a real-world kind of scenario.
Exactly. And our mission for this deep dive is to unpack a conversation we found in an article. We're going to pull out key Indonesian phrases, look at the essential grammar for asking for help.
Right.
And then dive into some really crucial cultural insights that could honestly save you a lot of trouble.
Like maybe even an upset stomach, literally.
Yeah, exactly. What's really interesting here is how just a simple everyday thing like looking for a restaurant can open up this huge learning experience. It's not just the language itself, it's understanding local customs, those little communication cues, and yeah, even practical health tips.
Okay.
We'll show you how to pull out those valuable nuggets pretty quickly.
All right, let's dive into this scenario then. So imagine you're Sari, a tourist in Indonesia. You've got a map, you're looking for a restaurant, you've been searching around, but it's just not where the map says it is. You see a police officer, figure you'll ask for help. So the conversation starts pretty politely. Sari goes up to him and says, "Permisi, Pak. Saya sedang mencari sebuah restoran di sekitar sini."
Kalau berdasarkan peta letaknya di sebelah minimart. Tapi saya belum ketemu dari tadi. Apakah Anda tahu, Pak?
Okay, so break that down.
All right, so permisi, Pak, that's your starting point. Super important, polite, respectful. Excuse me, sir.
Dot.
Then she explains, I'm looking for a restaurant around here. My map says it's next to the mini mart, but I haven't found it yet. And that crucial closer, do you know, sir? Using Pak, that formal term, very appropriate for an officer.
Okay. And the officer, he responds, "That restoran itu dari mana?"
Which is basically, how do you know about that restaurant? It's a simple question, but it kind of shifts the focus back to her,
Yeah, like, where'd you get this info?
Exactly. And Sari, still being polite, says, Dari buku panduan wisata ini dia. And she points to the page.
It's from this travel guide. Here it is. Very standard stuff so far.
Yeah, very common. Which leads the officer to ask, quite naturally, Boleh saya pinjam sebentar?
May I borrow for a while?
And Sari replies, Silakan, Pak.
Go ahead, sir. Seems totally normal, right? But then
comes the twist. The officer looks at the guide and says, kalau restoran ini sudah tutup.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Tahun lalu sempat terjadi kebakaran di minimart itu. Dan toko-toko sekitarnya juga ikut terbakar.
Whoa. Okay, so what's that mean?
It's quite the update. Oh, if you mean this restaurant, it's already closed. Last year there was actually a fire at that minimart, and the shops around it also got burned.
Wow. Okay, so not just closed, but like gone due to a fire. Big difference.
Huge difference. And Sarah's reaction is perfect. Ya ampun, pantas saja.
My goodness. Yeah, that's why. Now these phrases, ya ampun and pantas saja, they're not just literal translations, are they? There's more nuance.
Oh, absolutely. Hampun is such a great example. It's like the go-to Indonesian interjection for mild surprise or, polite exasperation.
Right.
It's more than just, oh my God. It could be like, oh dear, or geez. It fits those moments when something's a bit unexpected or unfortunate. It's definitely informal though.
Like realizing you're late.
Yeah, exactly. Ya ampun, sudah jam segini. Oh my goodness, look at the time. Perfect example.
Okay, and then Panta Saja right after. That's why.
Yes. Pantasaja means no wonder, or that makes sense. That's reasonable. It's that click of understanding when you get new information.
Ah, okay.
It's generally a bit more formal or used in slightly more serious context than, say, ya ampun. Like, pantasaja dia tidak masuk kerja hari ini.
No wonder he didn't come to work today. Makes sense. Now, I think the source also mentioned a more casual version, pentazon.
That's right, good catch. Pentazon is the colloquial, really informal way to say no wonder. Using it makes you sound more like approachable, friendly, down to earth. Great for chatting with friends. But you definitely stick to Panta Saja if you're talking to, your boss or someone you need to show a bit more deference to. It's all about reading the room.
Navigating those social cues, yeah. So the officer doesn't just leave her hanging, he adds a bit more info.
Right, he says, tapi konon restorannya sudah buka lagi di daerah Sanur beberapa bulan yang lalu.
But supposedly, there's that word konon. The restaurant reopened in the Sanur area a few months ago.
Tapi saya belum tahu pasti di mana letaknya, but I don't know exactly where it's located yet. So, a lead, but not a definite address.
And Sari's reply is just polite closure. Tidak apa-apa. Terima kasih atas informasi dan keterangannya.
That's okay, sir. Thank you for the information and the explanation. It's a really nice wrap-up.
It really shows how to handle unexpected news gracefully.
And it highlights that word konon, word has it, supposedly.
Wow.
You use it when the information isn't confirmed. It's maybe hearsay.
Like in the example, konon Miroro Kido, about the Queen of the Southern Sea.
Exactly. It flags the information as maybe not being a solid fact.
So, okay, if you're the one asking for help, trying to get answers in Indonesian, what are those key question structures again?
Well, the first basic one is, apakah Anda tahu? Or, the slightly different structure, tahukah Anda? Both mean, do you know?
And you use that when you're genuinely unsure if they know the answer.
Precisely. Like, apakah Anda tahu tentang computer? Do you know anything about computers? Or, tahukah kamu tentang permasalahannya? Do you know about the problem?
Okay. And if you're the one asked and you don't know, how do you say that politely?
Good question. You can just say tidak tahu, I don't know. But often adding a bit more nuances, nicer. Tidak terlalu tahu means I'm not really sure, which kind of suggests you might know something, but not the specific.
Right, softens it a bit.
Yeah. Or if you really have no clue, tidak tahu sama sekali, I don't know at all.
Got it. What was the other key phrase for asking for help?
Apakah Anda bisa? Or bisakah kamu? Literally, can you?
But it's more like a polite request.
Exactly. It's more like an indirect, could you please, if you're able to. It's asking for assistance politely.
Okay, like the examples. Apakah Anda bisa mengajarkan saya mengirimkan dokumen lewat email?
Can you teach me how to send the document via email?
Perfect. Or, bisakah kamu memberitahu saya bagaimana ceritanya? Can you tell me about the story?
These seem like really essential tools for just getting around and figuring things out.
Absolutely. Directions, information, learning how to do something.
Yeah.
Super useful.
And the last grammar point was about citing your source, right?
Yeah, using menurut, which means according to, or berdasarkan, meaning based on.
So, menurut dokter.
According to the doctor, the condition has gotten better, or relevant to maybe booking issues. Berdasarkan peraturan hotel, kita harus membayar biaya pembatalan.
Based on the hotel's rules, we have to pay the cancellation fee. Clear attribution.
Exactly. It shows where your information is coming from. It's really cool how these relatively simple structures form the basis for clear, respectful communication. Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Away from the pure language and into something equally vital if you're heading to Indonesia, especially Bali. Food and, well, health.
Yeah, this is where practical knowledge meets some, let's say, potentially unpleasant realities.
You're talking about Bali belly.
Unfortunately, yes. It's a common term for, stomach issues, abdominal pain, diarrhea, vomiting that many visitors experience. Our source really stresses you need to be incredibly careful, very picky about what you eat and drink.
Okay, so what are the main tips to avoid it? What does the source say?
Number 1, choose where you eat carefully. Stick to reputable places like your 4- or 5-star hotels or well-established good restaurants.
Makes sense. What else?
Water. Always drink water from a sealed bottle. Never tap water.
Right, sealed bottles only.
And a big one, avoid street stalls, the kaki lima, and also be wary of ice cubes in drinks.
The ice.
Good.
Because you don't know if it's made from clean water.
Exactly. And just basic hygiene, Wash your hands often, especially after using the toilet or handling money. Seems obvious, but it's critical.
Even if you take all these precautions, it sounds like just trying new exotic foods could still maybe cause an upset stomach.
It can happen, yeah. Your system just isn't used to it. That's why the source strongly recommends packing some anti-diarrhea medicine before you even go.
Better safe than sorry.
Definitely. And it specifically mentions a local remedy called Norit.
Norit? What's that?
It's activated carbon, basically. And it's highly recommended there for diarrhea and food poisoning. The source even says it often works wonders when foreign medicines might not cut it.
Wow, okay. That's a really valuable local tip. Norit. Good to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's some things from the source that really surprised me. Finding authentic Balinese food in Bali can actually be tricky. That seems counterintuitive.
It does, doesn't it? But apparently in Balinese culture itself, the custom of eating out frequently isn't as strong as in some other places. So you'll actually find a lot more Indonesian food from other islands, like Padang food from Sumatra or Sundanese food from West Java, plus, of course, loads of Chinese, Japanese, and Western options catering to tourists.
So if you do find real Balinese cuisine, what should you look for? What are the highlights?
The 2 big recommendations are usually babi giling, that's the famous suckling pig, and satililit.
Satilitter. That's minced meat satay.
Yeah, usually pork or fish, minced and wrapped around a skewer, often lemongrass. Really flavorful.
And the prevalence of pork dishes brings up an important point about Bali, right?
Absolutely. While Indonesia as a whole is a Muslim majority country, Bali is unique. It's predominantly Hindu.
Oh.
So that cultural difference explains why pork dishes like babi guling are so common and celebrated there, whereas they'd be much harder to find in many other parts of Indonesia.
Good context to have. And finally, that super practical phrase for ordering drinks safely.
Right, especially if you're worried about the ice. Pesante botolnya 1, jangan pakai es ya.
I'd like to order 1 bottled tea. Teh botol is a popular brand, right?
Yeah, very common sweet iced tea in a bottle. Jangan pakai es ya. With no ice, please. Simple, direct, and potentially stomach saving.
Fantastic. So really, whether you're dealing with like a map error leading to a closed restaurant or trying to navigate the food scene without getting sick, this deep dive has hopefully given you some really useful language tools and that essential cultural know-how.
Yeah, it makes the whole experience in Indonesia smoother, more informed.
Absolutely.
And it just underscores that learning a language, it's not just about grammar drills, right? It's understanding the context, the culture, the little practical things. That's how you really connect.
Well said. We really hope this exploration has armed you with some valuable tools and insights for any Indonesian adventures you might have, or just sparked your curiosity. And maybe it makes you think too about how much lies beneath the surface whenever we encounter a new place or culture. Always more to learn.
Always.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive on Motocard Channel, and thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe.